Welcome back. I am continuing my Let's Play of Morrowind. I got some feedback. People are interested in me continuing it, so here we go. I think I've fixed some of the bugs, if we're keeping with the alpha analogy. For one, you should be able to see the bottom of the screen now, where my health bar and other things are, and the little mini-map in the corner. Two, I figured it was better if I was looking towards the center of the screen than away, so I'm doing that now. I tried to fix the brightness as best I could, because it was so dark, but if you look right now, it still is kind of dark. So, I did the best I could. I ended up destroying my Morrowind installation and had to totally reinstall it. So I don't really want to do that again, so I think we're kind of stuck with the brightness that we have. Thankfully, I did back up the saves, so good old Soren here is still there. So let's get onto it. We had, last time we had just gotten to Balmora in the middle of the night. Let me put a torch on just to help a little bit with the darkness. So yeah, here we are in Balmora. If you remember, I'll pull up the journal. Let's go to our quests. We are supposed to report to Caius Causes in Balmora. He's the guy that's gonna give us the next part of our main quest. And so to find out where he lives, I'm supposed to go to the corner club of the South Wall. So I don't really know where that is, but how do I get out of here? Oh, there's a, okay. Like I said, the controls in Morrowind are kind of jank. Gotta get used to them. So here's the main gate. Oh, it's locked. Is there a way in from outside? They're probably unlocked. Oh, can I scale this? No. They're probably open in the daytime. But is this water? I don't really want to ruin my torch. Can we see through here? Oh no, did I ruin it? I did! Look, I'm not even that... Oh well. There's probably more torches to buy. I don't see any way up into the city over here. There's a dock here. It's so high, I don't think I can get up there. Yeah, and those just look like bridges. I don't think we can get in from this area. I can kind of see better if I go underwater. Yeah, I'm really not seeing a way up. I think the best thing to have done would have just been to wait till daytime. In case you didn't know, there's a waiting feature in Bethesda games. Although in the more recent games, they sort of removed it, and you can only wait when you're asleep, when you go to bed. But in these older ones, there's just a key, and you're like, just wait. Just gonna stand here. So I think, oh, is this stairs? No, okay. I think that's our course of action. And if I remember correctly, in Morrowind, you can even, there's little buttons where you can wait for a specific amount of time. What the hell is going on? I think all these mods kind of made the textures and meshes a little weird, because I seem to get stuck on stuff a lot. Anyway, I guess I can just show you what I was talking about. So the waiting feature, we're just going to go up to the main gate here. Looks like this. Oh, okay, so maybe you have to be in a dungeon, or maybe you have to be... Yeah, I thought there was a button that you could wait till you're fully healed. Because if you look down here at the bottom, now that you can see, my health is a little... It's not full, and then of course my fatigue is almost gone. Um, I'm guessing the fatigue depletes when I run, which is kind of lame. So it's 12 a.m. Let's wait 8 hours. And you can see my fatigue restored, but my health did not. So maybe... Oh, maybe the mods took out the healing from waiting. I guess that was kind of cheap. So we're just gonna have to be more careful then. Okay, so we're in Balmora in the daytime. Yes, the gate is unlocked. So the south wall, let's orient ourselves here. I'm assuming this is north, this is south. So the south wall would be this wall that we're near, right? It'd say south wall corner club. South wall, yeah. Okay, well, did we say what this is? Trade house. Don't really want that. Maybe it's up here. Let's just double check that it's not. That's an alchemist. Door. The door is locked. What is this? A smith. Ooh, a smith. I wonder... Wait. Alchemist. Are you a smith or an alchemist? Smith. Why did it say alchemist? Was I just hallucinating there? I'm gonna see if we can't... Oh, so... Here's my... I thought about it. So I'm gonna voice quest dialogue, but when I just am interacting with NPCs to buy and sell stuff, I'm not gonna read their text because it's all kind of boilerplatey, like, hello friend, would you like to barter? So yeah, I'm just gonna not voice menial stuff like that. I'm looking to see if we can maybe get some upgrades. So first of all, we can sell that. Can we get more than one? No. Fine, you can have it for 1 gold. I think I've been pretty good at dumping my inventory. We have 49 arrows. But can we get better arrows? Iron arrow. Oh, you know what? I think Morrowind's the type of game, they sort of did away with this in the later ones, but I think there's enemies that we can't kill, like ghosts and stuff, unless we have like silver weapons, I believe, or better quality. I'm not sure what's better than a silver longbow. I don't know if that counts. I don't know if the arrows have to be silver. Marksman is our best silver arrow. Nice. Okay. Oh, those are expensive. Yikes. Okay, I would like to get both of these. Oh man, that's so... Okay, we're gonna cross our fingers and hope that we can get away with just the arrows. And we're not gonna buy 50 of them, because that's too much. I think 20, if we... Because I don't know how common the ghosty guys are. But let's do... Oh, 30. Let's do 25. So I guess this is the amount I'm giving back, not the amount I'm keeping. So we want to give back 5. Yeah, okay. 90 gold. So 25. That sounds reasonable, actually. 25. Okay. Let's try and get away with paying 80. Let's try and get away with actually doing 75. No. Okay. 80. No? Dang. How about... No, not 90. 85. Okay. Did it. Okay, so it was actually pretty good that we came in here. 1 to 12. I have so little gold. By the way, if you see there's these weapons and then there's these weapons with like swirly stuff, that means they're enchanted. So for example, this is a dart of life stealing, and so it absorbs health 1 to 5 points for 2 seconds, magicka, and fatigue. So, and then it has a charge. So all the enchanted items in this game have this charge system, where as you use them, they get depleted. And then there's these things called soul gems, and then these spells called soul trap, where you put a soul trap on an enemy, and then you kill it while the spell's active, and its soul gets absorbed into the soul gem. And then you use the soul gems that are filled with souls to increase the magic item's charge again. So it is replenishable, but it's kind of a pain. Usually enchanted items are pretty expensive, so I don't think we're going to be buying any of these today. We're also getting kind of distracted. So we're looking for the South Wall Corner Club. Let's do a quick save. Magical clothes. I am walking away from the south wall here, so I think we're probably going the wrong direction. But yeah, this is Balmora. I think most players who try Morrowind get here, particularly because you can either walk here or there's the Silt Strider that just goes right here. So if you've ever played Morrowind, you've probably been here and you maybe recognize it a little bit. Let's armor. Let's see if we can't get a unified look going here. You have, what am I wearing? Chitin stuff. I have Chitin Greaves, which I don't have yet, and Chitin Health. I think I'm wearing, see, I got the boots, the chest, the gauntlets, and the pole. Awesome. Ah, and it's not that much. 50. Cool. So this is a slight downgrade. This was armor rating 10, and this is armor rating 9. But I think we can sacrifice a little bit for good looks. And then, of course, we weren't even wearing greaves before, so this is our new character look. Here it is with the spear. I kind of look like something out of Star Wars, like a Tusken Raider or something. I don't know. You'd see this on Tatooine or something. Kind of weird. Should I sell the helm that I was using? It's not very heavy, so I'm gonna keep it for now. So many things. So, where the hell? Where is this South Wall Corner Club? I'm going back to the south wall here. This is where I started. Let's try going this way. It says Council Club. Well, it is a club. Houses. down here. So. Maybe that's... Am I backwards? I swear this is the north wall. Not the south one. Yeah, so it does look like there was no way up here. I think. I guess you're just... I guess there's these ropes to prevent you from falling in, but you can still get in this way. People's houses now. Maybe we could just find the dude ourselves. We've been practically over the whole city.
What do you want?
Eastern Guard Tower. No.
What do you want?
Outhouse. Thais Cossades. Found him. We don't need no South Wall Corner Club when it's ridiculously hard to find. Hello, good sir. I am Caius Cossades, but what do you mean you were told to report to Caius Cossades? What are you talking about? I'm just an old man with a skooma problem. Ooh, into drugs, you guys. So we were told to report to Caius Cossades. So you say your name is Soren, and you've been told to report to me and deliver a package. Perhaps you'll let me look at it. Sure. Yes, very interesting. So, it says here the Emperor wants me to mentor you. And that means you'll be following my orders. Are you ready to trust me and follow my orders, Soren? Should we? I guess we have no choice. Yes. Good. Welcome to the service, Novice Soren. You are now a member of the Imperial Blades, where the Emperor's hidden eyes and ears in... We're the Emperor's hidden eyes and ears in the provinces. We watch the Emperor's enemies, we look for opportunities, we make reports, and when the Emperor commands, we obey. Sounds good. Continue. I am the Imperial Spy Master for Morrowind. And since I'm the ranking blade agent in Morrowind, you report to me. Follow my orders, obey our rules, and you'll do fine. You can use my bed if you need to rest. That's good. But leave my personal stuff alone unless I say otherwise. If you like, you can improve your modest skills with our Blades trainers now. Or if you're in a hurry, I can give you orders right away. But don't forget to visit the Blades trainers. So what are the Blades trainers? These Blades agents offer training. Not free, of course, but cheap for a fellow agent. Look for Rithline, Termaline, and Ninetoes here in Balmora. In Caldera, see Surain Leorain in Aldrune. See Gildan Chavorar Horsemouth. Lives in a hut west of Aldrune, and Elone the Scout can be found in Aril's trade house in Sedanine. So the Balmora guys. Who is Rithline? Nope. Rithline. Am I not clicking this? Okay, Rithline. Warrior Rithline lives 2 houses south and upstairs. We should get all of these so we have them in our journal. Healer Termalin lives in 2 houses south downstairs. Ninetoes. To get to Hunter Ninetoes, leave my door facing south, go right, down the steps, then turn left and head south, looking for his door on your left. Okay, we'll click these other guys. Need Caldera next to the town north. She's a maid. Gildan lives in Aldrune. Veteran District, seat north of here. He's in the southeast corner of town in a house to the right of the steps up to the temple. And Mr. Horsemouth, Master-at-Arms Horsemouth, lives in Gar Herder's hut in the middle of nowhere between Caldera and Aldrune. I've only been there once and couldn't give you directions. Go look for him if you feel like a little hike. Okay. So when we clicked on Blades, he said, "We're Spy Soren, loyal to the Emperor. To be named to the Blades by the Emperor is a great honor. But we're only one of many guilds and factions in Morrowind. You should know a little about Morrowind politics before you get involved with any of these other groups." Okay. Guilds and factions. Group favoring Imperial interests are the Blades, the Imperial Cult, the Imperial Legion, the Fighters Guild, the Mages Guild, and the Thieves Guild. Groups favoring native Dunmer interests. The Dunmer, by the way, are the Dark Elves. That's their native term for themselves. Groups favoring native Dunmer interests are House Redoran, House Hlalu, and House Telvanni. The Temple, the Morag Tong, the Kamanon Tong, and the Ashlanders. Okay. Who are the Imperial Cult? The Imperial Cult worships the 9 divines, the Aedra Akatosh, Debella, Arche, Zenithar, Mara, Stendar, Kanareth, and Julianos, and Tiber Septim, founder and patron of the Empire. In Morrowind, it's partly maintaining the faith for outlanders like us, and partly a missionary cult, bringing enlightenment to the heathen Dunmer. You can see Samotus Vunis at Fort Moonmoth to join, but you have to go to Ebenheart if you want to become a lay servant. Alright. The Imperial Legion has several fort garrisons here in Vardenfell. The lower ranks handle law enforcement, escorts, rescues, dangerous predators, diseased and blighted beasts, and so forth. Only one fort accepts recruits, Fort Darius in Gnisis. Gnisis is a frontier outpost, isolated and a little rough, but good for experience. If you're interested, see General Darius in Gnisis. At the Fighters Guild. The Fighters Guild is a professional organization chartered by the Emperor to regulate the hiring and training of mercenaries. Training, goods, and services are cheaper for members, and the guild stewards know where to find work. You'll have to start your service with Itis Fire Eye and Balmora Guild Steward. She's new, and I don't know her well. Perseus Mercius and Aldrune Guild Steward I know and trust, but he only handles higher ranking assignments. Okay. There's a lot of these. We read about them all? I think that's good for now. There's so many of these. Especially since we're not going to be doing really much of the guild quests and stuff, we're kind of just sticking to the main quest. But let's get our orders. So, is that here? Orders. 200 gold! Wow. First thing, Pilgrim, you're new and you look it. Here's 200 drakes. Get yourself a decent weapon or armor or a spell. And second thing, you need a cover identity. Around here, freelance adventurer is a common profession. Sign on with the Fighters Guild or Mages Guild or Imperial Cult or Imperial Legion. Advance in the ranks, gain skills and experience. Or go out on your own and look for freelance work or trouble. Then, when you're ready, come back and I'll have orders for you. Oh, so they're gonna make us do. Oh, okay. Never mind. Ready for orders? Good. Go talk to Hasfat Antibolus. It's quite the name. At the Balmora Fighters Guild. Ask him what he knows about the Neverine secret cult and the Sixth House secret cult. You'll have to do him a favor first, probably an ugly favor. But do it. Then get the information from Antibolus and report back to me. Continue. By the way, Hasfat is a student of Morrowind history. Take the chance to get a little education, and I have a few history books in here. Help yourself. You're welcome to them. No point in being part of history if you're too ignorant to understand it. What is the Neverine? Some Dunmer believe that an orphan and outcast, a youth born on a certain day to uncertain parents, will one day unite all the tribes of the Dunmer, drive out the invaders of Morrowind, and reestablish the ancient laws and customs of the Dark Elven nations. They call this orphan and outcast the Neverine, and say the Neverine will be a reincarnation of the long-dead Dunmer general and first counselor, Lord Indoril Nerevar. Born on a certain day to uncertain parents. Quite specific. What certain day? March the 12th? What is the Sixth House? A trusted informant says they're a secret cult associated with some strange events recently. And, more important, my informant thinks these recent disturbances are related in some way to the Neverine prophecies. The Neverine prophecies. The illiterate Ashlanders pass down their customs and history in the form of poetic verses. Among the things that they preserve in verse are the dreams and prophetic visions of their wise women, in particular the verses that foretell the coming of the Neverine. But I don't know much about it. That's why I'm sending you to find out. Alright. Fair enough. Oh wait, I did that one. Ashlanders. I don't know much about the Ashlanders. Most people say they are murderous savages. But most people are idiots. I guess that's true in a way. I know they hate their settled Dunmer cousins almost as much as they hate Westerners. They must be tough to live in the Ashlands. I don't think Outlanders can become members of the tribes. I don't know why anyone would want to. Okay. Can you tell me about Morrowind history? Janet Sinnett's little book is a good place to start. I have a copy here. Take it. You might also look for On Morrowind, the Imperial Province by Erwin of Sunhold. Short history of Morrowind. How long is this? 2 pages? Let's do it. We'll read this book and then we're getting close to time. So I think we'll stop after we've learned a little bit about Morrowind. Led by the legendary prophet Veloth, the ancestors of the Dunmer, exiles from Altmer cultures in present-day Somerset Isle, came to the region of Morrowind. In earliest times, the Dunmer were harassed or dominated by Nord Sea raiders. When the scattered Dunmer tribes consolidated into the predecessors of the modern Great House clans, they threw out the Nord oppressors and successfully resisted further incursions. The ancient ancestor worship of the tribes was in time superseded by the monolithic tribunal temple theocracy, and the Dunmer grew into a great nation called Resdayn. Resdayn was the last of the provinces to submit to Tiber Septim. Like Blackmarsh, it was never successfully invaded and was peacefully incorporated by treaty into the empire as the province of Morrowind. Almost 4 centuries after the coming of the Imperial Legions, Morrowind is still occupied by Imperial Legions, with a figurehead Imperial King, though the Empire has reserved most functions of the traditional local government to the ruling councils of the 5 houses. On Vardenfell District. In 3rd Era 414, Vardenfell territory, previously a temple preserved under imperial protection, was reorganized and as an imperial provincial district. Vardenfell had been maintained as a preserve administered by the temple since the Treaty of Armistice, and except for a few great house settlements sanctioned by the temple, Vardenfell was previously uninhabited and undeveloped. But when the centuries-old temple ban on trade and settlements of Vardenfell was revoked by the King of Morrowind, a flood of imperial colonists and great house Dunmer came to Vardenfell, expanding old settlements and building new ones. If you remember, Vardenfell is the island part that this game takes place in. It's got a big volcano on it. The new district was divided into Redoran, Hlalu, Telvanni, and Temple districts, each separately administered by local house councils or temple priesthoods, and all under the advice and consent of Duke Dren and the district council of Ebenhart. Local law became a mixture of house law and imperial law in house districts, jointly enforced by house guards and legion guards, with temple law and imperial law enforced in the temple district by ordinators. The temple was still recognized as the majority religion, but worships of the 9 divines was protected by the legions and encouraged by imperial cult missions. The temple district included the city of Vivec, the fortress of Ghostgate, and all sacred and profane sites, including those blighted areas inside the Ghost Fence, and all unsettled and wilderness areas on Vardenfell. In practice, this district included all parts of Vardenfell not claimed by Redoran, Hlalu, or Telvanni districts. The temple stubbornly fought all development in their district and were largely successful. House Hlalu, in combination with the imperial colonists, embarked on the vigorous campaign of settlement and development. In the decades after reorganization, Balmora and the Ascadian Isles regions have grown steadily. Caldera and Pelagiad are completely new settlements, and all legion forts were expanded to accommodate larger garrisons. House Telvanni, normally conservative and isolationist, has been surprisingly aggressive in expanding their traditional tower villages, disregarding the protests of other houses, the temple, the duke, and the district council. Telvanni pioneers have been encroaching on the wildlands reserved to the temple. The Telvanni Council officially disavows responsibility for these rogue Telvanni settlements, but it is an open secret that they are encouraged and supported by ambitious Telvanni magelords. Under pressure from the temple, conservative House Redoran has steadfastly resisted expansion in the district. As a result, House Redoran and the temple are in danger of being politically and economically marginalized by the more aggressive and expansionist Hlalu and Telvanni interests. The imperial administration faces many challenges in the Vardenfell district, but the most serious are the great house rivalries, animosity from the Ashlander nomads, internal conflicts with the temple itself, and the Red Mountain Blight. Struggles between Great House Temple and imperial interests to control Vardenfell resources could at any time erupt into full-scale war. Ashlanders raid settlements, plunder caravans, and kill foreigners on their wildlands. The temple has unsuccessfully attempted to silence criticism and call for reform within its ranks. But most serious are the plagues and diseased hosts produced by the Blight Storm sweeping out from Red Mountain. Vardenfell and all of Morrowind have been menaced by the legendary evils of Dagoth Ur and his ash vampire kin dwelling beneath Red Mountain. That's the volcano I mentioned earlier. For centuries, the temple has contained this threat within Ghost Fence. But recently, the temple's resources will have faltered, and the threat from Red Mountain has grown in scale and intensity. If the Ghost Fence should fail, and hosts of blighted monsters were to spill out across Vardenfell's towns and villages, the Empire might have no choice but to evacuate Vardenfell district and abandon it to disease and corruption. Wow. Okay, so that was quite a bit of information. That's some background to our quest. I don't know if I'm going to read books like that all the time. That's something I suppose you could mention if you like or not. But for now, we've hit our time for this episode. So I will see you guys in the next one.